This passage from Matthew always reminds me of that Roadrunner cartoon. You know, where he runs out over the cliff, like to the other side, like over the Grand Canyon, defying the laws of physics. And the stupid coyote follows him every single time and gets halfway across and stops and looks down and recalls what he learned in his Physics 101 class and that Newton was right. Right? That's what I think of when I think of Peter in this story. Some people, when they're talking about this scripture, focus on Jesus and use his walking on water as further evidence of his divinity. Sort of an apologetics kind of thing. Some focus on Peter, the poor punching bag object lesson of the Gospels. This guy talks about our own tentative faith and our tendency to stumble. I've heard the scripture used as a metaphor for the struggle of immigrants trying to cross the waters from Mexico to the States. But there is another way to look at it. What if we hung this sign over the side of the boat that said something like, God answers email? You've seen it. Or CH blank blank CH. What's missing? Yes. People will realize how original and clever we are and just want to climb into this boat and help us out. No. Thomas says, we need to put up a screen at the end of the boat. Andrew got a guitar. He learned a couple of chords on it. If he plays it, they will come. Matthew, contemplating his oneness with creation, cross-legged in the corner, says, all we need is some candle and incense. They will know we are Christians by our chanting. And it goes on and on and on, arguing about how to save the boat. Meanwhile, there's Jesus standing alongside them, listening to the whole thing. Peter, come here. Hey, Jesus! Peter says, throwing his legs over the side of the boat, gets a few steps out into the water, pulls a Wile E. Coyote. He looks down and suddenly decides, despite the fact that Jesus is calling him out of the boat. He actually kind of really needed the boat more than he thought he did. We assume that what we need is to get Jesus back in the boat. And then everything will be all right. But what if Jesus is calling you out of the boat? The good news is there's still a boat. The bad news, at least as some interpret it as bad news, it's not our boat. And the best news, though terrifying for some people to hear and liberating for others, is that Jesus assures us that we don't need the boat to get where we're going. I'm going to say that one more time. Jesus assures us that we don't need the boat to go where he is calling us to go. All right? Okay, now I'm feeling a little more. A little better. That's right, there we go. The boat serves a purpose. It has served a purpose. And it may continue to serve a purpose. But taking care of the boat is not why we're here. Are we boat builders or are we Christ followers?